talking about how to treat all of that tanning that happens from sun exposure, or if you just have irritated or sensitive skin from the sun. So for me, I feel like what works best is using mostly natural ingredients that I can find in my home or my kitchen so that I don't irritate my skin any further. And I'm going to take you through the ingredients that I think that work. So here I have some yogurt, some honey, some turmeric, some tomato, and some lemon. So I will tell you exactly why you need to use these ingredients. So with yogurt, it has lactic acid, which is actually the safest and most gentle sort of exfoliating acid that you can use even for sensitive skin. So it helps to exfoliate, hence get rid of the dead skin cells, and so it brightens or lightens your skin. And then we have honey, which is a humectant, which means it either draws out moisture from your surrounding atmosphere or from the top layers of your skin and puts it right back into the deeper layers of your skin. So it sort of helps with that moisturization and hydration that you need right after sun exposure. And then we have turmeric, which has anti-inflammatory properties and also has skin lightening properties. So this is really, really great to sort of soothe your skin and calm it down after sun exposure. And then we have lemon, which has vitamin C, and it helps to sort of, brighten the skin, any dark spots, any particular areas. Vitamin C is such a potent ingredient to sort of even out your skin tone. We also have tomatoes, which are high in vitamin A, B, and C. So it does a little bit of what the turmeric does, which means helps with fading out the dark spots and evening out the skin tone. But vitamin A also helps in collagen production, which means it helps in cell turnover, which means it helps to repair your skin. And vitamin B is just a great way to add or sort of strengthen your skin barrier that could be affected from sun exposure. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you how much I use of what and go ahead and mix them. And if you have sensitive skin, you can skip out the lemon since the tomato also does have a little bit of vitamin C. I'm going to go ahead and mix them both because I feel like I can handle both of them on my skin right now. So I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons of yogurt. This is about a teaspoon measurement. So I'm going to go with 4. So technically 2 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. So I'm going in with 4 teaspoons of yogurt, which is all of that lactic acid. And then I'm going to go and take 1 teaspoon of honey. Make sure not to let it drip everywhere. And then I'm going to go for half a teaspoon of turmeric, or even a little less, like just about half a teaspoon of turmeric. We don't want to do too much. So we don't want too much of a yellow hue. So I'm just putting that in. And then I'm gonna squeeze about 1 teaspoon of the lemon juice. So I'm just squeezing it in, or maybe I'll hold up the teaspoon that's sort of mixed with everything already. So that I can understand that's about a teaspoon. That's all you need. I'm going to do the same with the tomato. And the tomato is also sort of, helps calm down your skin if you've just had sun exposure. And so now I'm adding the teaspoon of tomato, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix them with a simple spoon. And can you see it? It will be a little bit yellow, and it smells a lot like lemon. Probably would smell less like lemon if you don't use lemon, but you could use a whisk, you could use a spoon if you care about a few lumps that might form with the yogurt. But if you keep stirring them about, it'll get super smooth. So it looks, it has a little bit of a watery consistency. And because of that, I also remember that I very recently happened to purchase these compression facial masks, which are basically just like compressed tissues or facial tissues that you can sort of soak in anything that's liquid and it sort of opens up into a sheet mask. So I'm going to use one of those because we have a little bit of a liquid consistency, but you could always add a little bit more honey to thicken it, or just like put a light layer on and leave it on. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out and dip it into that. Quite curious to see what it's gonna look like. So this is the first time I'm trying out this compression mask. Just putting them in. And I guess I gotta wait a few minutes. And now I'm gonna go ahead and tie my hair because my sheet mask has sort of opened up. And I will tell you that I needed 2 spoons to help it open up. I must not lie, but I think I'm very excited to try it on like a sheet mask, like my own DIY sheet mask, as opposed to, putting it all over my face. So, I mean, it looks like a blob of paper, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. You can now see it. Definitely trying more of these for my DIY face masks, and I'm just going to go ahead and opening it up a little bit more and place it on my face. Remember to do this over the sink so that you don't get yellow everywhere. And now I'm gonna let this sit on for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I will come back and tell you how my skin feels. So now it's time to take it off. I'm gonna take it off and go wash my face. That was easier because I had the sheet mask on. So now I'm going to go wash my face so that I don't have a yellow hue that sticks in, and I'm going to come back and tell you exactly how my skin feels. So now, right after washing my face, I already feel like my skin feels smoother and tighter and sort of cleaner and brighter as well. This is definitely going to help you get rid of the tan because I already feel like it's done a very basic exfoliation that already my skin literally feels like, I don't know how to describe it, like silky smooth-ish, and I just want to keep touching it, but I should not. Do not keep touching your face. But I will be honest and say that I was a little wary about the yellow hue from the turmeric, so I went ahead and used a face wash right after. So either you can use a face wash right after, or preventively maybe just leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes instead of 20, and that should do the trick. Also, don't forget your skin still needs moisturization and protection, so don't forget your moisturizer first and then your SPF, and you will be good to go.